Hello, my name is Emma. I'm 38 years old, 5 feet 5 inches tall, a mother of one, and I've been married for 18 years. From the beginning of our marriage, we wanted to have a child, but the journey was far from easy. After years of treatments, I was finally able to become a mother. In the early years, my husband was very devoted to me, and everything seemed perfect. However, over the past few years, he started to drift away from me. Last year, I saw a message on his phone that made it clear. He was cheating on me. My world fell apart. I couldn't pull myself together for months. I lost 35 pounds from the heartbreak, and suddenly I looked like a young girl again. My husband was deeply remorseful, but the fights between us never stopped. Our neighbors were always trying to figure out what was going on, but I didn't tell anyone. The only person I confided in was my close friend and neighbor, Amelia. Amelia was a strikingly beautiful woman who lived alone. When I shared my pain with her, she was truly saddened and tried her best to console me. She told me she had gone through the same thing in the past and had only overcome it by making a change. "I'm ready for a change," I said, stepping into a whole new chapter of my life. The change begins. Amelia inspired me not just with her words, but with the way she lived her life. She made me realize that I needed to start taking better care of myself, and that when I looked in the mirror, I should see someone I admired. The first step was shopping together. I started buying bolder clothes, short dresses, form-fitting outfits that showed off my figure, things I had avoided for years. I got a new haircut, changed my hair color to something lighter and more vibrant, and started wearing makeup. Not just on special occasions, but every day, just to feel good about myself. I joined a gym and started working on toning my body. It didn't take long before I noticed that everyone around me started looking at me differently. But the most important change was the way I saw myself. I was no longer the woman who locked herself inside, just going through the motions of life. Now, I walked with confidence. I turned heads when I entered a room. And this transformation wasn't just physical, it strengthened me emotionally too. For the first time in a long time, I felt worthy. "This is just the beginning, Emma," Amelia told me. "The real transformation happens when you feel completely free." And she was right. For the first time since my husband's betrayal, I was holding my head high and rediscovering life.
Amelia was right. This was just the beginning. As I rediscovered myself, I realized the power and allure I had been suppressing for years. I was no longer just a wife or a mother. I was a confident, strong, and desirable woman. When my husband noticed my transformation, his eyes widened in shock. At first, he was filled with guilt and regret, but then he became jealous. I had become a woman beyond his reach. The man who once took me for granted was now desperately trying to win me back. But I didn't need him. One evening, Amelia and I went to a classy restaurant. The moment I walked in, I felt every pair of eyes on me. One gaze in particular caught my attention, a self-assured, charismatic man. When our eyes met, a spark ignited inside me. My husband's betrayal hadn't broken me. It had made me stronger. And now, my life was completely in my hands. That night was the beginning of Emma's new life.